All right, gamers of YouTube, welcome. If this your first time, welcome. If it's not your first time, welcome back. Blue Pharaoh here. Got another thoughts video, just what's going on in the gaming world and what I think about it. So I do have my Kobe purple on today. Um, his birthday was a couple days ago, and I'm still, it's still kind of surreal that he's gone, but yeah, I grew up a Lakers fan. I used to live out in Inglewood, so back when Magic Johnson played for him, and but he gave the Lakers 20 seasons, and he's gone. It's crazy. Drafted in '96. That's about the time I started high school. So all through my high school and college years, he was just tearing it up. But anyway, um, first thing on tap for today. Sony released a commercial for the PS5. I'll say that again. Sony released a commercial for the PS5, but no price was announced. Now, I don't know about you, but something can be the greatest thing on earth, but if it costs too much, I'm not gonna buy it, or I'll wait for a sale, or whatever. Price is huge when it comes to talking about products, right? Something is costing too much, it won't sell as much. And then if something is priced too low, a lot of times you'll have problems with supply because everybody will want it, and so it's like you have to get the price just right. And but there's no price in this commercial. I find that kind of arrogant by Sony, but Sony's gonna Sony, so that's that. Next up, Tony Hawk next week. Actually, the same day as the Avengers game. I think I'm firmly in the camp of Tony Hawk. I just remember playing on N64, and it was pure bliss. It was just pure fun, and I think it's something that I want my son to experience. I wasn't heavy into skateboarding, but he's young. He'll probably think it's cool looking. So I think I might give it a shot. Maybe not on launch, but maybe a little bit down the line. We'll see. Um, PlayStation Plus games for September just announced. We got Street Fighter 5 and Player Unknown Battlegrounds, also known as PUBG. So a little bit about my history with the Street Fighter franchise. Oh my gosh, here we go. Taking it back to 92. Um, yeah, Street Fighter craze or Street Fighter mania was real. I was enamored by the game from the first time I saw it. I used to draw the little people in my school books when we would write stories about write stories in English class. My stories was about Street Fighter. I was making up backstories for these characters before all that was even like before the movie, before all that. But the thing about Street Fighter is throughout the years they always come out with like the vanilla version, and then they just keep adding stuff to it. And I thought 5 would be different, silly me, because Capcom will Capcom. But like I bought a whole PS4 in preparation for Street Fighter 5, and I was ready. I was ready. And then slowly but surely they started adding more people, adding more stages, adding more modes. Cause oh man, vanilla Street Fighter 5 was so, it was lacking so much. And so now they have like the Champion Edition, but I bought it 60, brand new, day one. So I've wanted Street Fighter It's not that I'll play it that much because there's only so much room for fighting games in your library. But I'm a longtime fan. So I'll download it. It'll be on my PlayStation. But this looks to be the vanilla version because it has Ryu with his hands in an X on the front, and I don't think it's the updated one. So you probably still have to get the upgrade, which I don't know, but it's Street Fighter. What you gonna do? You like what you like in this world. Um, I've never played PUBG. Uh, just never really had the desire to do so. Just like there's only so much room for fighting games in your life, there's only so much room for battle royale games. And mine right now is definitely Tetris 99. Uh, so next up, Nintendo had a Nindy showcase last week. A couple standouts. The first game they showed, Hades, looked pretty cool. It's a roguelike dungeon crawler. And to be honest, when it comes to roguelike games, I had never experienced anything like that until I started playing games on the Nintendo Switch. And the fact that every single time you play it is different. I think the first one I played was The Binding of Isaac. And I was just really curious about this game. And every time you play it, it's different, it's randomized, but you get certain skills that you keep to make your runs better and longer. And you start doing some research on roguelikes. There's a whole bunch of them. I think my favorite one right now is Dead Cells, though. Dead Cells is just awesome. Um, but this looks pretty cool. And then it's a roguelike dungeon crawler. So the dungeon crawler part of it means it's probably going to play something akin to Diablo. And so, this game sounds like it's right up my alley. They say it's supposed to come out this fall, so it will be on my radar. It's made by Supergiant Games, and they made Bastion, which is a really cool game. And then they also made Transistor. I haven't played Transistor, but one of these days, maybe. My backlog is like 2 lifetimes right now. So, next up, we got some rumors floating around about the Xbox Series X and Halo. So apparently, one of the things, not apparently, but the story said one of the things that's holding them up, because Halo Infinite was delayed. One of the things holding them up is the original Xbox One support. It's like it seems like it's slowing them down. Well, Microsoft came out and said that that's not really what the issue is. So who knows? Uh, it's all hearsay anyway. Nothing is like official, published, or anything like that. So moving on. Next up, oh man, if you have PS Plus right now in the month of August, you need to download Fall Guys. Fall Guys is it's just fun. It's like that stupid fun. um, my daughter has been playing it a lot. And basically, it's like one of those. I can't remember the name, but it was a show. I think it's called Wipeout. But basically, there's like these obstacle courses, and you want to be one of the last people standing. And so you go into a lobby with 59 other people. So there's 60 people on a level, and basically you have to go through the level. And only so many people will make it each round. And you just keep going until there's only one person left. Some are team games. Some are like every man for themselves. But it's fun. If you have PS Plus, it's free. Just download it. Check it out. Um, oh, see, I wrote my notes out of order. Going back to the Nindies showcase, there's a couple other titles I want to highlight before this video is over. So, one's called Spiritfarer. It's like you're in charge of this boat and you're on this adventure. It is on Game Pass, so if I check it out, I'll probably check it out there. And then I guess so. There's this other game. It's called Raji, and apparently it was developed by an Indian game maker, which is kind of cool. I remember back in the '80s when I used to play games. You know, every single game character looked the same. Okay, and you know, it's today it's totally different. It's very refreshing to see game characters who, you know, they're different. You know, they're just like they're like real people. You know, some have black hair, some have red hair. You know, some of them even have green hair, but you know, you know what I'm getting at. And so this game Raji is like draped in Indian folklore, culture, mythology, everything. And I mean, inclusion in video games is great. Being of Nigerian descent, like I would love to see a video game made by a Nigerian video game company who, and in this game it's like, you know, it's just dripping with Nigerian lore and culture. You know, character might even speak like pidgin English. That'd be awesome. I'm low key disappointed that Doomfist in Overwatch does not speak pidgin English, but you know, it is what it is. So I'd love that. Anyway, last game I'm gonna talk about is Torchlight 3, which looks insane. It's like a lighter take on Diablo. I like Diablo style games. Okay, sue me. Um, I actually have Torchlight 2 somewhere. I think it's on my Xbox. I'm not sure, but I haven't played it. So, anyway, these are my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. It's just my thoughts. I appreciate you coming out, checking out the video. If you feel like sharing, leaving a comment, please do so. I'd appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Blue Pharaoh out.